and welcome everybody. Once again, if you think about 90, you think about cheesy pop music. Think about grunge. You think about those awesome tacos that they came out with Taco Bell with the cheese in them. And then those, but beyond that, right now, we are looking at the 90th episode here in the Loki and Jabroni Show. So sit back, man up, and you're going to enjoy number 90. I'll tell you boys what.
You know what I think about when I think of 90?
What do you think about 90?
I think about the Oakland A's. I think about Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. I think about those wretched Denver Broncos losing a Super Bowl. But most often, when I think of 90, I think the year that high school finally ended for me.
92.
Okay, so in 2 weeks, we'll have this conversation again. And then in like 14 weeks, when it's Ed's turn, we'll have that conversation again. Welcome, guys, to episode 90 of the Loki and Jabroni Show.
Absolutely.
Live feeding on a Monday night.
Feeling good. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I hope everybody got all the fun and gifts and toys and happiness that they wanted. How'd you do?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Did you bring in some good stuff?
Oh, yeah, I did. Hold on. Check it out, live feeders. I got Finn Balor fucking socks from Loki, baby. Look at that shit. I got the Demon King right there on my ankles.
I saw those, dude. I was like, I'm so getting these.
These are the shit, and they're comfortable as all hell, too. So if you see a pair you like out there, please grab them.
Absolutely. But I'll tell you what, I did pretty good for myself. So obviously I got a nice hat.
That is a pretty decent looking hat.
Yeah, I got a red jersey too to go with it. So I was very happy. I got a David Ortiz final season jersey. I was happy about that.
Got the patch on it and all
Yep,
that? Nice.
Yep. Finally got my 2 terabyte hard drive for my Xbox so my damn
Beautiful.
kids will stop running. The worst thing about my kids were I have 500 gigs. And with an Xbox, and all you Xbox people out there, y'all know, you can only put so many games on there, and they force you now with the Xbox One to put them on your hard drive now.
Do they really?
Yeah, you have to install them to have it.
So you can't just throw the disc in and have fun?
Nope.
That's
You
bullshit.
have to install it.
It's not a CD drive fast enough
Right,
to process
exactly.
most of these games.
Really?
And exactly. And you got to think like Gears of War 4 right now is a 60 frames per second game. That's pretty freaking intense. You think about it. That means pretty much 60 frames a second. You know what I'm saying? That's. So these kids will come over and they're like, okay, let me take all the games that Dad downloaded and delete them and put my games on because I'm going to be here for the weekend. So now that I finally got that, now I can finally let them put whatever stinking games they want on there.
Nice.
I have everything. Like, all my games are on there. I'm
Nice.
like 30%. I'm like, yeah. I love
Nice. And you know, the older we get, the more practical it is. Like
It really is.
I was thrilled. I got the first 7 books that Henry Rollins ever wrote in one volume. I got a book on Columbine. I got tie clips. I got all sorts of neat little things that if you're 18 years old, you're like, dude, I got fucking screwed. And here I am in my 40s being like, dude, this is the best Christmas in a long time.
I never turn down books.
No, you can't. In fact, 2 days before Christmas, someone came in with a late birthday gift. So now I'm 4 books. I have 4 books in line waiting to go while I'm still finishing the 2 books I bought some time ago. I got a lot of reading to do. That's all I know.
Oh, I know you can't, like, the sign is, the chalkboard is a little low on there for the look, but we have a new addition to the wall.
Yeah.
Rusty took a little dive down here. If you notice, we have.
I did notice Rey Mysterio up there.
Ray's up there on the wall. I had to put Ray up there, man. He deserves to be up there. What a freaking.
You know what we
what
could
a little
do?
freak of nature, man.
We might be able to move the football and maybe Ray and Rusty Wallace.
The paint is going to be picked out.
There he is, right there.
Yep, the paint will be picked out. There he is. The paint will be picked out very soon.
Good. I'm looking forward to painting.
I'm looking forward to painting it myself. I'll tell you what.
So,
what's on your mind?
oh man, you know what?
Hold on. We didn't even ask. What did you? How'd you do?
Yeah,
on
how'd you
Christmas?
do on Christmas there, Ed?
I'm sorry.
Did you have Christmas? Is Christmas theft? Talk to me. Talk to me, man, okay?
Christmas is charity. Charity's okay. Actually, I didn't get a lot, but what I got was cool. Everything I got, like as far as a gift, was Star Wars themed. I got a Death Star popcorn maker from my mom, and I got some really awesome Star Wars ornaments from my girlfriend. But mostly we just spoiled the kid.
You have to.
Yeah, that's mostly it. We spoiled the kid.
You know, and it was fun for me, and it has been since fatherhood crept up and bit me in the ass, to watch Emma and now with Madison, the stepdaughter type, to watch them have fun.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it makes all the difference in the world because they don't care. If they open socks, they're like, oh, look, I got slipper socks, thanks. But when they get like a gimmick toy that they love, like, oh my God, I got, Barbie bracelet maker, I got the melting crayon and make it into rings thing or whatever, they love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
absolutely, dude.
I like the fact that the two kids that I have to deal with all the time are, I do often say that they're spoiled, but they really are unspoiled in the way that they tear open that package and they see it and they're happy to have it. They don't necessarily
Yes,
need
exactly.
a Ferrari in the
Exactly.
driveway. They don't necessarily need the PS4 or the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. They're happy with what's in front of them, and that's what made everything.
Bro, I would
Pretty awesome.
kill for a G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip. I don't even think you
I
can get
used-
it anymore.
right? That's what I'm saying.
If you
fuck
go on
that,
eBay,
man.
there
Fuck that.
are guys that will sell you one, but it's for a very astronomical price.
Yeah, my kids. I know they.
I don't even
this.
think the Ninja Turtles came with a Kung Fu grip.
No, they did not.
Nah, bro. No, my kids had fun too. It was, you could tell that this year was fun. I enjoyed this year. To be
I
honest.
somehow missed your kids this year. I didn't. Get to see them.
They were over for Christmas Eve, and then they were supposed to be over Christmas Day, and things happened. So
Things often happen. But some people, they think Christmas is a time to just go out and blow $1 bazillion on goofy shit that your kid's going to break next week. I'm glad the kids are older. Emma's 8, Madison's almost 12. They appreciate it. They do their best to take care of stuff. You often find it splayed all over the bedroom floor, much like even young boys everywhere.
Right.
But they're happy to get what they get. Now, I was thrilled to sit there. It was pretty awesome, even though they did drag me out of the rack at 6 o'clock in the morning. Little cocksuckers.
Oh, I got to give a shout out to, I said something last week, the gentleman I work with who was very generous in donating or giving me as a gift like $100 worth of Apple app dollars.
That's right.
And much appreciated. And it is all going towards my endeavors or our endeavors. And
which we love.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Things are going to get better.
Tip of that to you, my friend, wherever you are. And,
Frank, Merry Christmas, bro.
It sucks to lead off with bad news, man, but, yesterday, if you're live feeding with us, it's Monday. If you're iTunes or the audio-only format, it's now Saturday. Christmas Day, I get home. We're getting our stuff together, and I get the bad news, man. We lost George Michael at the age of 53.
Yeah.
I took a lot of heat in high school for enjoying the music of George Michael because I was always the Metallica, Kiss, Slayer, Black Sabbath.
Great.
But George Michael was a phenomenal musician. Take that whole Wham period away, and those were fun songs too. You can't deny the Wham stuff, but he really was. He was a dynamic songwriter, fantastic, just a great singer, amazing range. I put him
Stuff
up there
he did
with
with Queen was really good.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say I put him up there with a Freddie Mercury or an Elton John, someone that you immediately hear a voice. That's George Michael. That's
Exactly,
Lemmy.
yeah,
That's Freddie
yeah.
Mercury. That's David Bowie. And I know we lost Lemmy in 2015, but then what was it? A week later, we're doing an episode, and it was David Bowie. And we just talked about a week ago or so Florence Henderson and Alan Thicke. And my God, 2016, let it go. If you take Carrie Fisher or Betty White, we're coming for your ass. That's all I got to
right,
say.
dude? That's just ridiculous at this point.
From what I've heard, Carrie Fisher's family says she's doing okay.
Good.
So
Good. Excellent. But yeah, that was some terrible news, and I can only imagine what it would have been like to be in his family or any family to lose somebody on Christmas Day. That's got to be a bitch. Just terrible.
On the George Michael thing, though, I do got to say, like, as an entertainer, we lost him a long time ago because he kind of got disillusioned with the music business, and he hadn't really put out anything.
No,
so.
he hadn't. He was working. If I'm reading all this stuff that in the last 24 hours correctly, him and Elton John were working together recently. And they were going to, I don't know if it was a collaboration or Elton was producing or it was like a one-off deal, but they were working together to make new music. One of the tweets was, I just saw him 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So that dispels all the AIDS bullshit. I don't know if he was positive, and I don't care. It was sudden. He died in his sleep. It's the way it was, man. Terrible.
Could happen to any of us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It scares me because he was only 13 years older than me.
Yeah. I didn't realize until you see these 53, that's 9 years older than me, but I was in high school. He was bigger than life. I thought he was 30 then. Turns out he's in his mid-20s making multi-platinum albums.
Yeah, well, you know what? We said it the other day for Keith Richards Pickled. I mean, he went through his life.
God.
But you got to also admit, you can't tell me that George might, and I'm not trying to, like I said, I really hate to play devil's advocate on this crap all the time, but I'm going to bring it to people's attention. When you're 20 years old, you have the life by the fucking balls. He dabbled. He had to have dabbled in something, and it does. It sticks with you. It catches up with you. Maybe he still had it.
It's a possibility.
We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Until, much like with any other celebrity death, I always say wait till the autopsy's done, or if there's a toxicology issue, wait till tox.
You know what
did
it for me was Prince.
Oh yeah,
Prince did it for me, dude. I swore up and down when we did that thing. Oh no, there's no way, Prince. Nope. And then 2 weeks later, we find out. Huge methamphetamine. He'd been doing it for years.
Yeah, when the tox came back on Prince,
you just don't know. Yeah, but then you have people. Oh yeah, he's been like that for fucking years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's one of the
well-kept secrets in music at that point.
He hid that pretty well. All right, so I got to. This is a little older story that I don't know, for some reason resurfaced on Facebook. Back in November, Bumblebee Tuna recalled because 2 employees admitted,
oh dear,
pretty much killing a man inside their big giant vats that cook the cook the tuna.
I eat chicken of the sea.
So essentially, this guy
Well, you're absolved, Ed.
He's 63 years old. He's 62. My bad. Molina was essentially here it is. Jose Molina was performing maintenance on a 35-foot long oven in the company's Santa Fe Springs plant when the coworker loaded it with 12,000 pounds of canned tuna and turned it on. Temperatures reaching up to 270 degrees during a 2-hour process and cooked to sterilize the tuna. Body of Molina, 62, was found later when the oven was opened. Now, these guys are going to get charged with manslaughter and all this other thing. If you guys recall, I believe it was back in May, Bumblebee, the same company, recalled their tuna for a life-threatening salmonella fucking thing that got caused into this.
I do recall that.
And it was the same plant. It was Santa Fe. Whatever is going on up there, that plant needs a kick.
Yeah, it sounds to me like Santa Fe needs to fix their shit.
Ocean needs to pay your ass a little visit, man. You have life-threatening cans.
Oh, not just OSHA. Let's send the FDA in there, too, while we're at it.
You have life-threatening cans coming out. You have human body parts flying out in your cans. Come on, Bumblebee. Come on, man. That's just ridiculous.
Oh, my Lord.
I just hope, because I'm not a big canned tuna guy, and if I do it, I try to do the pouch. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That I like the pouches better, and I'm not a big. I like chicken. Charlie, right?
Chicken of the Sea was Charlie.
That's Starkist.
That's Starkist. That's why I like Charlie.
We haven't seen Charlie on TV.
I don't think they do those ads anymore.
I don't think they do.
It's probably a trigger warning for somebody if you have a fucking
talking fish.
Tuna, yeah.
Zoinks!
Oh my god, a talking fish? That's racist.
Can't take
that. Of course it is.
Oh my god! Yeah, so
Some bitch.
if you guys got bumblebee tuna up in your shit, man, this was back in November.
You might got fingers and toes in it.
Yeah, get rid of that shit, man. Don't be eating canned tuna.
This tastes like Uncle Ed.
You know, I object, and I'm going to tell you why.
Oh dear.
All right, you tell me I can't eat tuna because of the dolphins. Now you're telling me I can't eat tuna because of the people. Like, when's it going to stop, man? When can I just fucking enjoy my tuna?
I have a question. Now, on the label of some of these tunas, you'll see 100% dolphin free. Now, underneath it, will it say 100%
human free?
Right.
It has to.
Right. Bill was not harmed in the making of this tuna.
Dude, how many times did you open up a goddamn Chinese menu and see Hunan? Hunan and think it said human?
Yeah.
Did you ever, dude, how many times? Oh my God, these Chinese are hardcore, dude.
God. And this is the shit that makes us who we are.
It's funny, you joke. I can't remember where I saw it, but I could have sworn there was like some food product that actually said something along the lines
it was a
of
Chinese candy.
no human something in it, like
Yeah.
no fecal free or something like that.
There's a reason why they have that
and
freaking warning.
They have to. It was a Chinese candy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my God.
100% human free, or I've seen that. It was a great meme about it years ago. Fantastic. So I got some sports talk I want to get into, and then we have our new patron that we're going to be calling very soon. Yes.
Hit that button.
Please hit that button. So for all you guys that are watching that have a favorite football team that has made their way into the playoffs, I tip my hat to you, my NFC South champion Falcon hat to you. And I shared this link, this streaming link, with the Atlanta Falcon fan page on Facebook. So if any of you decide to tune in, great. If any of you decide to go to the audio-only formats, that's great too. This team's in big trouble. And I say that, and I want your opinion, because you've watched this team as much as I have, much as I've watched your team. The Atlanta Falcons are in trouble unless they get their shit together. For the first, I'd say, 12 games of this season, this is a team with the number one offense and a defense that couldn't stop water with anything.
I'll go with that, yeah.
They could turn their faucet the maximum torquage and there'd still be a drip. You can't put up 42 on the board and give up 35 and expect to be dominant. Now, in the last 3 weeks, I'll give them credit. They've taken some surging teams, some teams that have really come up and have really turned it on, and they're beating them handily. So that's good. It looks like the defense is coming around. You can't sleep on that. The playoffs aren't won by offense. You know this, I know this. Championships are not won on offense. They're won on defense. You have to stop the other guys from crossing that line so that when you get the ball back, you can go over that line and do it yourself. Matt Ryan can't lead this team alone. You can't lean on Julio Jones the whole time. The three-headed running back monster. You cannot rely on this. You have to have the guys on the other side of the ball that do the right thing. Packer fans right now are probably sweating because tonight, as we record this on Monday, it's the Lions and the Dallas Cowboys, and there are Cowboys fans who will tell me Dallas should just lay down and lose the game because then it'll create a three-way monster madness tie in your division with the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings, and everything's thrown to shit till next week. Well, if you're a professional team, you never lay down. It's like that's a participation trophy of football. Don't lay down. Don't give another team a victory. Play your ass off until the last freaking whistle. So right now, Packer fans, Viking fans, and Lion fans are all in the same boat. They're in the hot tub sweating their asses off right now thinking, this is going to be the worst Monday Night Football ever.
Oh, yeah. Do I got to remind you what happened last time? I think it was Thursday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers, Detroit, threw the frickin' bomb with 3 seconds left, got the win. Look, I can't stand the Packers. I'm the first one to admit it, but you can't take it away from Aaron Rodgers. And you know what sucks about this team is most teams you could turn around and you can say that one guy really doesn't make a difference. Aaron Rodgers does make a difference for that team. When he slumps, the whole fucking team slumps. When he's on fire, the whole fucking team is on fire.
There's a stadium full of fans 60 miles from here that will tell you, yeah, you can rely on one guy, fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead, Eddie, say it.
That's kind of true, though.
I'm not so sure Tom Brady could do that.
Tom Brady could do that.
No,
If you listen to the Drunken Sullies,
I will. No, he's. You got.
I know.
I'll give the devil his due. I really will. There's. You got to think of the factions. Here's a stat.
go ahead.
The last 8 years, the Patriots have won the AFC East. What East? Right.
Eastern Division,
East. 8 years in a row. What team has done that in the NFL ever?
None that I can think of.
That
but
I
I'm
can
sure
think off
there's
the
a
top of my
stat
head.
somewhere. Yeah.
That I'm gonna maybe 10.
But just those three teams that we've spoke about, the Patriots, the Packers, and the Falcons, you have a clear, in my opinion, a three-way race. You can even throw Ezekiel Elliott into that mix for MVP this year. Dead air kills us.
I hear you, but there's is it it's not your running back. Who's that?
No.
Who's that other running back that he actually has better numbers? Is he on the Cardinals? No, I don't think he's.
Oh no! I just saw a report on him this morning. I can't remember his name for the life of me. I will figure it out.
He's got better numbers than Ezekiel Elliott, and he has a worse line. So why are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like if we're gonna and that's one of the problems that I have about the Pro Bowl and with these awards that they give, especially with most valuable player and stuff. Most people look at the most valuable player as it being, okay, this guy, without him on the team, you're not getting anywhere. You're not winning, right?
You can say that about Aaron Rodgers.
You can say that about Aaron Rodgers.
You can certainly say
Absolutely.
that.
You can say, and that was my point about Tom Brady. What was the one consistency about the last 8 years?
Belichick and Brady.
And Brady. There you go.
The two-headed monster tandem.
Exactly. Going right back, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Without them, they don't do it. In my opinion, Matty Ice, if he's not on the team, he's...
Up until recently, he didn't have a backup worth of salt. And now, with Matt Schaub back in the system, I think you do have, not elite. I'm not saying he's Matt Ryan. I'm saying he's the next level lower, which is better than a lot of teams have, because we saw Jimmy Garoppolo didn't win those games, and Vernon what's-his-nuts, or whatever his name was, the second backup after Garoppolo got hurt, they didn't win those games. Mm-hmm. The running game, the receiving core, yes, you have to throw the ball, so ta-da. Yes, those people contributed. The defense certainly stepped up and was monster, except for that one game against the Bills. That team, that whole Patriots team stepped up.
Do you remember the year that Adrian Peterson won the MVP?
Yes.
Do you remember why he won the MVP?
Because without him...
we weren't making that playoff.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. My point about the Ezekiel Elliott being MVP, I don't buy it because of that reason. You take Ezekiel Elliott out of the equation and you still have a good Cowboys team.
Okay, fair.
I'm sorry.
You
put any running back there, and with that line...
Okay, so I will pull Ezekiel Elliott off the table.
I'm not trying to take him out. I'm not trying to take
nor should you, because he's doing fantastic.
He's
he's a
great addition to that
three
team.
Players. I'm going to say Brady, Rodgers, Ryan. Those are the three in the running right now for MVP. If you had to pick one, who would it be? And my pick will shock you.
My biggest thing is I hate to do it, but I got to give it to Rodgers.
Okay,
I do. He does it every freaking year, dude. Out of nowhere, he gets hot right around this time. Number one, you can't beat him in Lambeau. You can't.
No.
In this time of year,
any time of year, that guy's hot.
He has his moments where.
Moments.
He'll get on a cold streak.
I think his record is far superior to any other home quarterback, save for my pick, Tom Brady.
Oh, I know.
Tom Brady misses the first four games of the year.
I've said that before. You have to.
Holy shit.
You have to take what I said. Aaron Rodgers has to throw like 70 interceptions in a row to get the percentage even close to where
Right.
It's he is. He's one of those guys that's like you hate to see him fucking play because there's 30 seconds left on the clock, and guess what? He's going to do something. Mm-hmm. He's going to fucking do something.
As much as I hate to give these guys a little rub here, but they're
quick.
reminiscent of John Elway. They're reminiscent of Joe Montana. Those elite. I mean, those are names that kids today 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, if they're football fans, they don't just know Matt Ryan or Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. They know the history. They know Elway, Montana, Marino, Aikman. They know those names that made banging-ass plays at exactly the right moment and took a seeming defeat and made it into a sure victory.
Exactly. And going back to your question as you were talking, we all know what the playoff stands for. Playoffs is one and you're done. I mean, it's the way it works. You're win it and you're in it, or if not, you're out. Do you have a defense? Can you hold up a defense?
The only team I'm afraid of right now in the playoffs as an Atlanta Falcon fan is Dallas. But the Giants have shown the weaknesses. And I think if Dan Quinn is any bit the defensive genius that he's been known to be, he's already got those weaknesses pegged, and he's waiting for that game.
The thing is, both those, whether it be the way that they disrupted both the games with the Vikings and the Giants, what they did to the Cowboys, where they were able to get back there and make Dak look like a rookie.
Okay.
And that's what you need to do. That offensive line is the best in the business right now. There's no doubt about it. You can't take it away from them.
Oh, yeah.
They are without a doubt the best. You make them miss, you get Dak a little shooken up, and you pretty much got it.
I think it's a two-headed monster, and I'm gonna say this with all due respect to Cowboys fans. Is it the fact that the offensive line is that much better, or is it that the offensive line paired with Dak Prescott is better than the offensive line teamed up with immobile white boy choke artist Tony Romo?
No, look, that offensive line that they got, and don't forget they did some major additions to make that offensive line where it is. They did a lot of things on the offseason. I think if Tony Romo is healthy, he is having a career year.
Okay.
A career year. And, I mean, we'll never know, but quote me on that. You see, if you ever watch Tony Romo on the sidelines, even when these guys are – he is a smart quarterback, and that's what people don't get. He knows how to read a defense. He is a winning quarterback. He is borderline elite. The problem why he isn't is because he doesn't have the fucking postseason wins.
Right. And I've waited until this year to even put Matt Ryan's name in that elite mix, but he's kind of proving it every fucking year. But now he's showing it with a team behind him. Romo was right there. He was like that one step below, like you just said, and injuries, dumb decisions.
Well,
good God, name a million things.
You think his dumb decisions, when he comes back, it was all from being injured. He wants to prove. He's so heartfelt to prove that he is not that, that guy to fuck it up. And that fucks us all up.
Right.
All right, so real quick, I got a quick little thing.
It's never quick.
Vikings cornerbacks decided that they didn't want to listen to their coach, and they wanted to do their own game, which led to Jordy Nelson toasting them essentially 2 touchdowns before they got their shit together and finally realized. At first, it was supposedly said that it was my man, Rhodes, which I'll tell you what, Rhodes is a workhorse. He is one of those guys that goes to practice every single day. He busts his ass. I was shocked when I first heard that he was part of it. I really wasn't. I was like, wow, to go against the coach, whatever. It ended up being Terrence Newman, the 32-year-old wily veteran who came up with the plan, and he said, quote, I could cover Nelson, no problem. You stay on your side.
This is the same Terrence Newman that used to play for Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Who couldn't cover a bed with a sheet.
Well,
and now he's saying
better
he
now.
could cover. Is he better now?
This is, remember, he went over Panthers. He was on the Panthers for a long time.
Okay.
He's 13 years in the league now at this point. You know what I'm saying? He's been around for a long time.
Well, but, Loki's going to get a cough out of himself.
Yeah, sorry. I had to. The point being, it's my team. I got to say it. Number one, you're never bigger than the coaching staff, gentlemen. I'm sorry. There's a reason why these guys get paid the money that they do. I understand you're frustrated. I understand the offense wasn't scoring. But guess what? Yesterday, or Saturday, they did. They scored 35 points. If you just would have stuck to the game plan like you were all season and held them to what you normally did with 14 points, that's a win.
Bingo. That's
a win. So your stupidity brought it upon yourselves. What do you do as a coach?
In the NFL, I don't know. You're still fighting for a playoff spot. I think you play them. I think there has to be maybe a fine.
There's been apologies. Zimmer said
schmologies. Fuck that.
Things were unheard.
If you say you're sorry, it means you're not going to do it again.
Right.
Motherfucker, please.
Means you're guilty.
Motherfucker, please.
If you say you're sorry, it means you're guilty.
Exactly. But it also means that you're not going to do it again. And chances are, if you're a professional athlete, and again, I'm not a professional athlete, but I've watched enough of these guys over, 40 fucking years to know that every once in a while their dick's going to be bigger than their brain and go, oh yeah, I'm changing the play, and it fails. And you have to look that coach in the eye.
Burned.
Exactly. And here's my problem. 9 times out of 10, if that team fails, who gets fired? Not the guy who fucked it up.
The coach.
Because
the coach didn't have the balls to back it up. And
exactly.
I completely agree on that.
I say you fine them. I don't want a suspension. Obviously, this team is in a playoff hunt, the Minnesota Vikings. I say you definitely hit them with a fine. You definitely let them know that this is not going to be accepted ever. I call the plays. The only guy I think on the field that can change the play is a quarterback, and that's because he's reading the defense.
Audible, right?
Yeah. So even then, there's
defensive audibles, but it usually falls on the middle linebacker
yep.
to read that because he's got the central.
So if you're the James Laurinaitis of the team, you read something and
right.
you're like, okay, switch, 97, black, pink, purple, whatever.
Exactly. Same thing, Anthony Barr. That's why they went at Anthony Barr at first.
Right.
And Anthony's like, yo, I didn't say shit, dude. And then they were all fighting. It got ugly.
Right.
Speaking of ugly, before we wrap this up, what happens when you run into the playoff and your car breaks?
You're the Oakland Raiders.
You are the Oakland Raiders. Oh, my God.
That poor bastard. He was having a hell of a season, too.
He really was.
It must be Oakland because Rich Gannon, if you remember in the early 2000s, was on fire. This guy couldn't win to save his life, and then he goes to Oakland. He takes him to the Super Bowl, and the next year he is picked ahead of time, not only to be the MVP, but to lead the Raiders back to the Super Bowl. And in the second game of the year, what happens? Big injuries out.
Yep, exactly.
And that's Derek Carr.
Well, unfortunately, Carr brought you to this point, and now he's out for the season, and their backup is McCloyne, I believe.
McGoings, McGroin.
McNugget. McNugget, yeah.
McChicken is out there.
McChoosey.
Johnny
Dude, you're
McChicken.
done. Yeah, I'm sorry, Raiders fans. We feel your pain.
And it's too late for a free agent signing, or else Michael Vick or Tim Tebow or somebody would have a job in the black and silver now.
Anybody at this point, man. But, oh, damn.
All right. You ready to make a phone call?
Absolutely. Oh, and before we make this phone call.
Quick.
Guys, don't forget, go to that website. Go to that website and you go link those fine affiliate links. You'll see them. There's all over the place. We got Fandango. We got ourselves.
The wrestler?
No, the movie app, of course, where you can watch Rogue One right now, and you can go grab your tickets online by clicking through there. Don't forget, you have movie tickets, you have there's what gift
Amazon
certificates.
Link is up there.
The
gift cards.
The gift cards are up there. So if you guys, you want to get your popcorn and everything all set right through there.
Doesn't Fandango have a streaming service? Did I read that wrong?
They absolutely do. No, they do.
They do.
Yeah.
So you know who else does?
Who?
Amazon Prime.
Oh, wow.
Amazon
which you can
Prime,
also sign up through the site.
I love, by the way. Personally, I know I have it, and I know Mr. Eddie Fuckus over there has it.
Ever since George Bush said that, we've been riding that pony a little too hard.
Love it, dude. Love it.
Yeah.
But no, it's Prime. You can't beat it, guys. It's $99 a year.
A year.
And straight up, you get unlimited down streaming on movies, shows, 2-day shipping on almost 70% of the items that are for sale on Amazon. You cannot beat it. Trust me, it is well worth the deal. And if you're interested in going there, I believe they still have a 30-day trial period. So go to the website, click on that Amazon.com, check out the Amazon Prime 30-day trial. in that little comment, say, hey, the Loki and Jabroni show said,
Right.
This is the place to be. Trust me,
So
it is absolutely.
If you're watching the live feed, the website's right there, www.lokiandjabroni.com. If you're in audio-only format and you're listening to us on Saturday, I'll say it again, www.lokiandjabroni.com, spelled out.
Very easy.
It is. Too fucking easy.
And
sign up
because
for the
we have
mailing list.
Patreon,
Oh!
which you can go on and donate for, we have our upcoming guest.
Yes, let me get this all rigged up. Hopefully she
So-
answers the phone.
So Jenn
Job,
Job
our newest Patreon.
donated
Person.
and would like to have moments of wisdom and words with our listeners and us.
Something tells me that I'm not going to get that signal like I do with Animal. When Animal, the phone acts up and is like, hey, we'll do it. With Riccardi, hey, great. I'm going to give you the number.
Hold on.
Go ahead. I got you. You got a little plug right here. So in the meantime, I'll just fill time. Again, affiliates are being added all the time on lokiandjabroni.com. We are in the process of adding more. They'll be there. It's going to be spec-fucking-tacular, guys. So let me dial up this number here.
So let me move this from there because we're not getting paid for them fuckers.
You know, I'd like to get paid by
That'd be nice.
Miller Lite or
be nice.
Budweiser.
Good luck.
Did I do? Oh, there it goes. Oh, look, we have ringtone.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, Jen. How are you?
I'm doing well. I actually just had to mute the podcast.
Of course you did.
Like double static.
Nice. Well, of course you have to because, let's be honest, you don't want to double bump yourself and have...
No, not on a Monday. No, not on a Monday.
No, that's a Wednesdays.
That's a Wednesday.
That's
absolutely.
a Wednesday.
You have to get over the hump some way.
I love it.
So how are you doing, Jen?
I'm doing really well. I'm happy. Christmas is over.
I think
Aren't
we
we
all
all?
are.
Hallelujah.
Everybody is. Yeah.
I had people already say that they're already tearing their shit down.
They're waiting for their W-2s at this point.
Are you one of those people, or do you let it kind of hang around till after New Year's?
We let it hang around until after the New Year.
Yep.
Yeah. Let it linger a little bit.
Wow.
That's what I do too.
Nothing wrong with that, especially for the kids.
New Year's, yeah, let it
Right.
hang around. Then you get all the ornaments.
I'm waiting for the first non-rainy day so I can just take the tree out back and burn it myself.
Burn it.
Exactly. Have a nice bonfire.
And those things go right up too, man.
Heck yes.
All you need is a match. That's
But it's
one.
like a 7-second fucking bonfire. You can't have too much fun with it. So, Jen, the first question, obviously, as a new donor to the show, what made you decide to put your money behind this madness that we call the Loki and Jabroni Show?
Well, I don't know if you filled them in about, but Chris and I have actually known each other for about 13 years now.
Has it been
Sorry.
13 years?
It's-
Fuck you, Eddie.
Yeah. Yeah, and you
She's
know what?
still around too.
They all are.
So I just started listening actually one day, like killing time. I'm like, this shit's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's keep it going.
We love it.
Nice.
We
Thank you.
love it. So what's on your mind?
All right, so I'm a huge baseball fan. I'm a Yankees fan, as Chris knows. I actually have a baseball in my basement right now that says Bucky effing down on it. Signed by Bucky that. Like, and he did it for my stepdad. He does fantasy camp, every year. So he actually got him to sign the ball for him. So yeah, baseball's a pretty big deal in this house.
So you'll have to
So,
go back into the archives at some point and listen to the Jim Lariats interview.
Yes, yeah. Landon actually has probably met more baseball players than I have, though.
That kid is in
Yeah.
more pictures when your stepfather, Chris, and I've known Chris longer than I've known you.
Yeah.
When Chris goes to those fantasy camps and Landon goes with them, it's always like, look,
Yeah.
here's Landon with Ricky Henderson. Here's Landon with Derek Jeter. Here's Landon with all these
Friggin'
greats. I'm like, where's Chris?
El Duque was asking for my child by name. By name.
Well, El Duque doesn't get a lot of love from me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but like El Duque, Homer Bush,
Wow.
yeah, like a whole bunch of them. It's pretty crazy. I don't think he quite gets it yet, but I do have, photos and things signed. So, 12, 14 with 16. When he finally all sinks in, he'll probably think I'm pretty cool.
Right.
So,
And that's going to be the best time.
One time, yeah.
I know. He's
Now-
actually going to do, they have a father-son fantasy camp, and he's going next year.
Nice.
With my
That's
stepdad.
cool.
He doesn't know it yet, but we figured, 11 is pretty good. So, yeah. they're
Well, we're
going
not going to
fantasy
tell
camp
him.
Together.
We're not going to
Yeah.
tell him.
Yeah, we'll
He's not,
keep
he's
it
not
quiet.
listening.
We'll
For
keep
the
it
for the
quiet.
right price, I see him all the time. For the right price, I won't say shit.
Okay.
You said you wanted to talk a little baseball.
Yeah. So at the beginning of December, Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball Players Association reached a new collective bargaining agreement.
Yep.
So we have baseball now, 5 more years before they have to renew it, and there are a couple of key points to it. And actually, this one just came out like maybe a week or half ago. They have this new hazing and bullying ban.
Oh, here we go.
So it's going to prohibit requiring, coercing, or encouraging players to dress as women,
Or shit.
or dress as anything that is offensive
Or
to
shit.
individuals based on. Here comes the list. I know you like the list.
No, we love lists.
Offensive to individuals based on their race,
I quit.
sex, nationality, age, sexual orientation, gender identity, or
fuck.
other characteristics.
Okay, wait a minute. There was
So,
something special, in my opinion, when you go to a baseball game, whether you like the Red Sox, the Mets, the Yankees, whoever, and you see the rookie pitcher head out to the bullpen from the dugout right at not even the anthem hasn't even hit yet.
Yeah.
And you see them carrying the My Little Pony knapsack because
I've seen my share of pink, Hello Kitty, backpack.
and you're telling me
Football
now
field,
that this
yeah.
is outlawed?
To a point.
Oh God.
To a point. Yeah. They don't want to offend anybody. And, if one person gets offended.
Well, I'm offended
So,
by any
hold
player
on.
wearing a
Are
B
we
on their
just,
hat.
Are we just talking like the typical just slap a fine on it, pay your normal
I don't
charity?
think they've said anything about a fine. I think they're just trying to, it's stupid, but make it more tasteful. But
I mean, let's
more
face it.
tasteful.
The NFL
Yeah.
turned around and they tried to do with their you couldn't wear the cleats.
Yeah, you couldn't have
they
the
were doing that.
specialized
Well,
mom cleats
And
or
now,
whatever.
but now people are like, well, screw it. Fine
pay
me.
the fine.
Fine me.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine me. I don't give a shit. So, I mean, is that essentially what we're going to be left
what's
with now?
$5,000 to a guy making
Right.
$750,000?
It really is nothing. It's nothing. It's a slap. It's like
Before
it's like the
taxes.
police coming up to us and being like, "Hey, dude, 75 miles per hour. I'm going to charge you $5."
Sign me
Well,
up for a $1
that's
million
what the NFL
contract.
is
I'll wear a
pushing.
dress.
So,
I know you would.
It's just another way that they're trying to just. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I'm really glad that the collective bargaining agreement was reached. But what bothers me is that again, you said you just started listening. You haven't dived too much into the backlog, but the wussification of America continues, and now it's reaching into professional sports.
right. I thought you would really enjoy that point.
No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not enjoying this at all. I am, but I'm not.
No.
Anti-enjoying it.
All right, I'll buy that.
So let me ask you personally, what do you got to do this year to fix your boys?
Fix my boys?
Fix
The
your
boys,
boys.
the
What's up
Yankees.
with your Yanks?
They're actually a really young team right now.
Oh yeah, they're very young,
No,
and you lost a
and
very strong leader in Tech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
losing Tex was bad.
I love Mark Teixeira. I mean, I was devastated. I cried. I actually watched his little farewell speech a handful of times on my own and sobbed to myself.
But
And then-
you know what we were talking about? You can't. He walked through the grand slam.
yeah.
A walk off grand slam. His who does that? Who does
Did you
that?
happen to see? Wait, did you happen to see that the gift? And I'm saying this because Jen, you're a big wrestling fan too. The gift that the WWE sent him
Yeah.
after
yeah.
he got the walk off the belt with the interlocking NY.
awesome.
Oh, and he wore that shit proud.
Oh,
and you know
absolutely.
what? That guy,
should.
Mark Teixeira, Derek Jeter, fuck Alex Rodriguez. I have to get that in every chance I get.
But you need leaders right now, man.
Jorge Posada, Derek Jeter, Mark Teixeira, that's what it means to be a Yankee.
Yeah.
Much like David Ortiz, Dustin Pedroia, that's what it means to be a Boston Red Sox player.
Right.
There's a trade rumor right now that would send Andrew McCutchen to New York. Part of me doesn't like that because he's an attitude problem.
I'm not really feeling it either. You know, he came off a really bad season, and I feel like when the Yankees get older guys like him, they just stay hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we don't need it. So,
sometimes that's with a young team, though. I got to tell you that just having that one or two veterans out there that really brings a team together. I mean, you think about it, like Poppy last year actually did have a really strong season.
He could have went 2 more.
I'll give it to him. The season before that, not so much, but he had enough to keep that team kind of into it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's certain things that veteran players really bring to the team.
And I could throw on the Yankee side, signing Gary Sheffield, Mike Messina, guys like that who come in and they bring all this experience from other cities and they say, guys, I see what you're doing here. Why don't you try this? And when they try it, they see they win. Oh wow, fucking Gary Sheffield.
Well, this year we have a pitching staff kind of brewing.
Yeah, you do with the Chris Sale signing.
That Sale sign was pretty nice, and not only that, the Buckholz curse is done.
What happened?
We sent Bucky walking. Bye-bye, Bucky.
Where'd he go?
The Mike Clay Buckholz curse is over.
All right, you get a high five for that. Where did Buckholz go?
I don't give a fuck.
I hope he went to Toledo.
I really don't care.
Hot shit. That's awesome.
But I see with I got to give the Yankees one thing, and I told Chris this last year. You have some barrels. There are some kids on that team that can bomb that ball. And
I went to Scranton. I went to Scranton in June, and I just because I happened to buy tickets I wanted one of their giveaways. They had like a Greg Bird bobblehead giveaway for the weekend. So I drove out to Scranton, and they had just signed Nick Swisher 2 months before. I love Nick Swisher. So
Swisher's the man.
Swisher, oh my God, he's if I could see him just in a Yankee uniform one more time before I die,
Amen.
my life would be.
I'd love it. My daughter would love it. Nick Swisher to me.
That was the one that looked up to the sky every time he batted, right?
Yeah, he had great
Yeah.
Really
I gotta give it to him. Yeah, he's one of those. He was like our Johnny Five, our little.
You know who Swish was? If you want to equate the Yankees to the Red Sox, Nick Swisher was our Kevin Millar. He was just that fun guy that kept pushing the team.
That's what I was saying. Johnny Gomes, Johnny Five.
I'd give you Johnny Five, but I'm gonna take you a step further. Kevin Millar. Do you remember seeing the footage?
Absolutely, yeah.
In that wretched 2004 playoff where there's Millar with a reporter. Don't count us out tonight.
Right.
Because if we win tonight, tomorrow we got Petey. And then the day after that, we got Schilling. And then Game 7. Now, he was that guy who was just, hey, guys, don't take it too seriously. I'm going to pour Jack Daniels. You're all going to drink it. And that was Swish.
I'm going to dip my balls in it.
Right? And nobody cared. They're like,
was
what?
Awesome.
Kevin Millar ball sweat? I'll drink it. Fuck it. And they won. That was who he was.
Shit. Yeah, exactly.
Jen, today's episode is all about surviving 2017. What is your one tip you could give the world to survive the upcoming year?
Oh my God. Stay off Facebook.
Fantastic.
As we're on Facebook Live.
Right,
Thanks.
yeah.
Thanks, Jen.
Automatically blackball.
All right, I'm taking her picture down, guys.
No, I definitely got to agree with you on that
Yeah,
one.
definitely don't feed the beast.
Right.
Yes,
and look,
Yeah.
I'm all for the occasional, I'm in a bad mood. Mike's done it, I've done it, Ed's done it. The occasional. Don't tell your life fucking story on social media because now you're just asking for criticism.
Yeah.
My thing is with that, I don't post a lot. It's occasional photos of Landon where we're out doing cool things. But when people are like, oh my God, I've had such a bad day, ...
Shit happens.
Like, oh my God, what's wrong? And then the next comment is, I don't want to talk about it.
Then why did you fucking put it up in the first place, jackass?
I was just about to say that, too.
Can I say it? Shit. Can I say it? Please? Can I say it?
Do it.
Horse shit.
It's the truth, man. It's people are.
I'm guilty of it.
Well, you're looking for the sympathy, and there's a lot. There's more people unfortunately out there that look for it than others.
I'm going to give you that point, but see, you guys have all seen it. When I do it, I'm like, fuck this, fuck you, fuck that. I'm not talking to anybody. Leave me alone for 15 hours. And then 15 hours later, I'll get a text or a Facebook message. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's cool now. I had my 15 hours. Had my Miller Lite, Crown Royal, etc., Schneebitz-Fernum. I'm okay now. But I don't want it 4 seconds. Oh, my God, are you okay? No, I said not to fucking contact me, jackass.
The ones that bother me, and this is an exaggeration, they're really like, half my family just got killed. Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, what happened? Not sane.
No,
I hate those
good.
people.
I'm good. So let me ask you this: going into 2017, if you could change one thing, just 86 it completely off, whether it be a law or anything else that just sucks in this world right now.
Going into 2017?
Yes,
ma'am.
Oh my God.
One thing though, one thing that you I know there's a lot of them out there, but one major thing that you if you were just like, you know what, give me that one, let me change this one thing before we head into 2017.
Consider yourself lucky. They don't dare ask me that.
We ain't got the time.
We know better.
Oh my God. We lived in such a fucked up world that I feel like one thing would not be enough.
Oh, it's the stone in the pond.
Right? Yeah. Oh, the ripple effect.
Exactly.
Let your voice be the ripple that starts a revolution, Jen. Come on.
All right. Shit. People.
We don't allow cussing.
You know what?
Yeah, I know. You already we're fucking with you. We're fucking with you.
It's a family show.
my fucking bad.
Hey, cut her mic. Cut her mic.
It's not that I can change this, but you talk about all the time how sensitive like people are and the politically correctness of everything.
Yeah.
I think people just need to chill. Like,
you need to say trigger before you say that.
Yeah.
Oh, trigger.
Trigger
Now
warning
you
is
can
now
talk.
in effect. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, everything's taken like so serious now, and I mean, we were just talking about the baseball thing. They can't dress up as like women, or it's probably more the lines of they just don't want to offend everybody, and everybody just gets so offended about everything. You can't keep everybody happy. So I just think people need to stop trying to please other people.
We did pretty good for our years, growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, you had, you got embarrassed, you got insulted, shit happens, you live with it, you waited, and then all of a sudden that one moment turns around and you get the chance to take advantage of that person. And what do? You do it. And and all of a sudden you're smiling. You're like, what's up now?
And you know what? The bullying back in the day, and I say this with all due respect to kids today, I don't think bullying's right, but let's be honest, bullying made you a tougher person back then, because if you wanted to stop being picked on, you took care of it yourself. You didn't cry to mommy, you didn't cry to a counselor, you didn't cry to the teacher, you didn't go to DCF, you just did what you had to freaking do, and you did it. But today, the kids are told, and Jen, your kid's 11, mine's 8, the stepdaughter is 11 going on 12, they tell them already in school, hey, if you ever feel like your parents or another student or the mayor or whoever, you come see us and we'll fix it for you, because let's be honest, you're a special snowflake and you deserve the fucking world handed to you in horseshit schneebitz.com.
No, absolutely. No, I like that. That's a good call. We've brought that up millions of times before. There's that sensitivity about people now, and I don't know where it came from, to be honest with you, because
George Herbert Walker Bush.
You think about it, like when we grew up, there was a certain, we started questioning things. Like our parents before us, they were like, "Hey, this is cool. All right, we got TV and weed, and hey, what's this white stuff? Let's snort it." Woohoo!
See, he went that way.
No, I did. That's our parents. That's our parents. Let's fucking be honest. Come on, our parents had fun,
dude. That was Tuesday.
Our parents grew up in a time when shit was just fun and free and just crazy.
You did?
You know what I'm saying?
You learned. One of the favorite things I like to say to the kids now, and Angela and I have fun with it. Oh my God, this happened. Well, did you die? No.
No.
That's
exactly
how you learn.
So come us, we came around and we saw the fun that our parents had. We know what our parents went through. Why? Because they told us. All you had to do is wait till they had a couple beers in them or whatever, and all of a sudden the stories start pouring through.
Elixir in a bottle.
So now we're like, okay, look at these crazy people. Now what are we going to do? We start putting the world in perspective. I think our generation was so darn close to figuring out how this fucking world really clicked. Then the next generation comes rolling in and was like, they took it, and just for some reason between that pass and the next pass, it's like the information just got dropped and people are like, fuck it, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to figure this world out. I'm good.
Sad but
Let's
true.
get something for free and let's see how we can do this.
All right. So, Jen, thank you once again from all of us here for donating and being a part of the family.
Aw, guys.
No, don't pull that girly aw shit. No, this is hit the trigger warning. I'm triggered. I'm leaving. I can't do this anymore. There it is,
Trigger.
right there for all you live folks. Trigger warning. I have to go to my safe space now. Anywho,
No.
Thank you for being a part of the family. Spread the word. Share the video. Do what you got to do. But whatever, just thank you for being a part of this and for putting your money where your heart is. I don't even want to say where your mouth is. You liked it. You bought into it. You're now feeding the beast, and we thank you for that.
Thank you very much,
no
Jen.
problem.
Awesome points, and I hope some people take advantage of those great ideas heading into 2017 because God knows we need that ripple to start somewhere.
All right, so we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Meanwhile,
back at the ranch.
all right, Jen.
Yay, that was fun.
Thank you so much. As we got to... Welcome back to the Loki and Jabroni Show, bringing you your Loki and Jabroni Guide to Survival in 2017.
I
Life
miss Harambe.
tips. I miss Harambe, too. I mean, I love the globe. I love the whole thing, but there was something special. Harambe was a part of the family, and for 3 weeks I've been screaming, and he says, oh, fuck Harambe. Harambe's racist. Now, thank you, Mike. We miss
sorry.
Harambe. Did somebody get triggered?
I did. I got triggered because I didn't see Harambe on my waiting screen.
It's okay.
So sad. So like you were saying, absolutely, we are heading into 2017. So we have compiled a nice little list to help you all survive and have 2017 be a better year for you. Because let's be honest, people, 2016 sucked the big one.
Yep.
It
And
really did.
on top of that, these are tips that will help you not only not be wussified, but this will help you to not get severely beaten either by one of us or by somebody else out in the open. There are some rules. If you are between the ages of 18 and death, we're talking to you. And this is free advice. This is the second part. It's free advice. You don't need a therapist. You don't have to pay $40 an hour to have someone go, tell me about your mother. No,
But
we're
if
helping
you want, you can go to Patreon and make a donation for this advice.
You saw how that worked. I walked you right in, and
We'll
you bought
be
it.
we'll be more than happy to take that donation from you.
Absolutely. Before we get into these tips, I want to mention that in a couple weeks, 10 weeks if I'm not mistaken, Joe Laurinaitis.
There's Harambe.
There's Harambe. He looks just like me.
He's a majestic beast.
He really is.
You're
just like me.
You're a majestic beast.
Just like Harambe. In a few short weeks, we're going to have two returning guests. We're going to have author Mike Riccardi. Some of you may remember him from the Station Nightclub Fire book that he wrote, Just a Thought Away. He was back for WrestleMania. He went to WrestleMania and he did a little, what is it, like a review.
Yeah.
He told us what he went through. Harambe Burns. You know what? Actually, I'm thinking of changing my last name, so it could be Chris Harambe going forward. I don't know.
Chris Harambe. Wow.
It would look great on a football jersey.
That is nice.
Next year. But anyway, Mike Riccardi's going to come back Animal himself, the Road Warrior, Joe Laurinaitis is coming
Looking
back.
forward to
So
that.
a lot of great things coming up.
I can't accept his friends because he has too many friends in his list. So
He sent you a friend request.
I know.
Though. How does that work? He sends one to you and you can't accept it?
because he has
Facebook has a limit.
He has too many friends. Yeah. So Animal, you gotta drop a friend, dude.
Yeah.
Drop a friend, man. I'm trying.
Don't
trying
drop
to be
the
a friend.
jabroni, though.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No, just get rid of Captain Lou, Hulk Hogan, one of them fake profiles.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah, come on. You know it's not real. Come on.
You know
come
it's
on.
not real.
But no, that's going to be awesome to have those guys back. I loved having Animal on here, obviously, and Michael Riccardi. I mean, we talk about going into 2017 and 2016 being like a shitty ass year, but what he went through in that book, if you guys have never had a chance, just check it out.
2003 was not a good year for Mike, but look, here we are in 2016, almost 2017. He's really got his life going in the right direction.
Yeah.
He's great. It was great to talk to him. Got a great Christmas wish from him, and says hello to everybody. So
It's going to be nice having him back on the show, too.
absolutely. So let's get into our
Absolutely.
tips
I'm ready.
for survival.
So if you guys get ready, get your pen, get your paper, get your little gimmick phone, as Jabroni likes to say. Get that little light litter thing and get ready to write down some information.
Also, sharpen your booger picking finger, and if you want to chime in on what we're saying, Facebook Live, you're on here now. Let's do it. You want to start?
Absolutely.
Let's hit
Okay.
it.
So, number 1, heading into 2017, I would like for each and every one of you to keep your fucking opinions to yourself.
It's not on my list. Good, let's go.
Well, I disagree, and let me tell you why.
Oh, God. I think he was talking to you, Ed. Not really.
Oh, go ahead. I was
Yeah.
waiting.
Oh, I'm just joking.
Oh,
I know
okay.
you.
I thought you actually had something for me. I'm not saying that, you know what, you can't be going around and you can't sit there and be vocal about what's going on in your life. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is think before you speak. It's
Amen.
very simple. If you think it sounds idiotic, it probably is, so don't say it. Just leave it at that.
At least make sure the topic is open for debate.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let me piggyback that for a second. I like where you two are going because look, everybody's got a story to tell. And it's not my place to tell Mike's life story on social media or on this podcast or in random conversation somewhere. If someone says, "Hey, you know Mike Smith?" Well, let me tell you something. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. I want to hear about the Mike Smith I met in 2013, if I'm doing my math right, until today, tomorrow, the next day, 30 years from now, when we're both old and gray and all we're talking about is chopping wood. Shout out to Ed.
Chopping wood.
Chopping wood.
Chopping wood.
I don't give a fuck what this guy did to piss you off. What I care about is the Mike Smith I see in front of me today. His life story is not for you to tell. His life story is not for me to tell. It's up to him. It's up to him to show the world. It's up to me to show the world, Ed and everybody else. I agree with that. If I can piggyback that, and I'm sure you'll piggyback a couple of mine, stop telling other people's life story on fucking social media. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, DickChat, dickpic.com, whatever.
I think a nice round way to round it up, just like Fuckus over there said, was, if it's not irrelevant, if it's not...
Oh, we got a trigger warning!
I love it.
Yes!
I love it. If it's not relevant,
That is the
just,
best thing you've
just
ever
shut
done
the
for
fuck
this
up.
show, my
Seriously, just keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you masturbated into a sock, nobody cares. Seriously, just wash the sock.
I think Nathan Hunt covered that in January last
seriously,
year on
seriously.
the tour bus.
Think before you speak going into 2017.
Can I ask you why? Why is that so important to you?
Speak before you, or think before you speak?
The whole thing, yeah. The whole thing.
I just,
covered.
last year I think I saw a lot more of it than I think anybody in this world wanted to see. I think I want to say 86% of the population went on Facebook at some point and bitched.
Well,
and just bitched.
I'm okay with bitching on Facebook. I'm not okay
like
with
I
bitching
said,
about
if
other
it's
people.
if it's relevant and you're willing to take criticism, if you go onto a social network to bitch and then you can't take it back, then that's a whole other thing. Then you're not thinking ahead of time, is my point. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. I get it. I'm just asking.
People talk shit about Mike Smith. I just say, yeah, but he's a good dungeon master. So what am I going to do, man?
Because they'll kill my character and shit.
Yeah, he'll roll natural 20.
So what do you got?
I never mentioned his dungeon master ability. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what
You
he
haven't
did.
lived, my friend. You haven't lived.
I don't give a fuck what he did before October of 2013. I give a fuck what happens now. For me,
You just weren't there for that game.
here's a tip for 2017. Let's employ some common human decency. It's something that this society and this world right now lacks. We lack forgiveness. We lack thoughtfulness. We lack being humble. We lack being kind. I don't want to live, I know for myself, and again, free advice, you don't have to listen to any of us. I don't want to live with a bag of rocks, which I call anger, on my shoulder. This guy was very helpful in the last couple of years to relieve me of the bag of rocks. Yes, I'm going to have a bag of rocks about how kids act today. Yes, I'm going to have a bag of rocks about how the educational system is failing our children because I have children. What I don't want to do is carry around a bag of rocks on my shoulder for personal vendettas, and we've all had them. I still have a few to this day, and I don't want to. If I saw... I don't want to say their name. I'll say his initials are SP. If SP walked up to me tomorrow, I'd welcome it. Let's sit. Let's talk. Let's have a beer. Let's get this bullshit out of the way and continue life, because I'm not going to live with the drama. And that is a word that unfortunately permeates everything we do, the drama. Let the bag of rocks off your shoulder. Release the bag. You're carrying it. This is your hand holding the bag of rocks if you're watching us on Facebook Live. If not, picture, you're carrying a bag of rocks on your shoulder. You have the power to open your hand and release the bag of rocks. Yes, I'm an angry curmudgeon, and I was waiting for Eddie to step in and go, well, you're always angry. Yes, I am, but for different reasons. I don't want to live with anger and bullshit and fucking vendettas and hostility and all this bullshit for the rest of my life. It's garbage. I know the truth, and I know what people feed to other people. I'm done with it. Can't do it anymore.
2017, what you have to get rid of. Let's get rid of some of that old shit that you have in your life.
Ooh, talk to me. I want to hear about this.
Let's get rid of that old, you know what, feelings. Let's get rid of that shit that you have in your closet. Let's get rid of that shit that you might have upstairs in your attic, the shit that's just cluttering your house, cluttering your mind, cluttering your heart.
Fantastic.
Get rid of it. Leave it back into the next year. Do not bring it into you with the new year. New year, new life, the whole thing. Trust me, if you keep this fucking shit inside you, or if you keep this dusty shit in your house, it's going to accumulate, and all it's ever going to do for you is just that. Accumulate and not be anything else.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, because at work the other day, I'm speaking with Alicia, who hopefully is watching the live feed. If not, she's going to she's gonna know. And I said, you know what? Everybody makes a New Year's resolution. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to drink less. I'm going to donate more. And we fail. Every single time we make a resolution for the new year, we fail. So I came up with something. I said, I'm just going to make a reverse resolution, and then it will come true. I'm going to drink more. I'm going to be more of an asshole. I'm going to punch children in the face if I see them in Walmart. I'm not. Oh, here comes a trigger warning right here on Facebook Live.
Yeah, you deserve that one, though.
I do. But, guys, let's be honest with each other. 90% of you, and I'm lowballing here, you make a resolution, and it lasts for about 6 weeks, and I'm highballing on that one.
We're not even. No, this isn't a resolution. This is shit to help you in 2017. This is shit that you can do to yourself personally. Mm-hmm. That you just with the last remaining days of 2016, you can prepare yourself with these words of wisdom. And like I said, do yourself a favor. If there's anything that you're holding on to, anything old, get rid of it. You don't need them feelings around. You don't need all that garbage cluttering inside you. Get that shit open and get it ready for the new year.
Amen. Now, this one's pointed. Yes, this one's angry. Yes, this one's going to piss somebody off. College students. Oh, Eddie's already got the scroll going. College students, millennials, crybabies, and wusses. Here's what I want you to do in 2017. I want you to eliminate safe spaces. I want you to understand that not everything somebody says that you don't agree with is a fucking hate speech or a trigger. Life doesn't stop because your feelings are hurt. We talked about the election some weeks ago. We talk about it seemingly every single week because every single week...
It's an election year.
Exactly. There's another story that comes out where they're having... Did you hear about cry-ins?
Yes, I did.
Did you hear about cry-ins?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just,
And I can't remember.
It doesn't surprise me anymore.
I can't remember which I-state it was in the western part of it was either Idaho or Iowa. A senator has come up and says, I want to stop funding for public colleges that perpetrated cry-ins or coddling or all this bullshit, and he's right. College is not a place for you to go and be protected from the world. You're adults in training. You're learning to assimilate to the world around you. Because your particular candidate lost the election is not a reason for exams to be canceled, for you to get free cocoa or a fucking, what do they call it? I know a lot of these kids have it nowadays, the puppy, because the puppy, it represents calmness, and the puppy represents this. And
Well, back up. They got free cocoa?
Yes, they
I like
did.
free cocoa. I'm not a big cocoa fan.
Oh, yes,
I'll take some cider.
They had whole rooms.
I'll take some cider.
They had whole rooms where you could sit and color to get your anger out and all this bullshit at a college campus.
Yeah, we should just go to one of these places and check it out.
So
I'd murder everybody. What I'm saying to you guys...
No, we should. Undercover Loki and Jabroni.
Ooh, I like that idea. And I
like
support
that.
it. We'll get the
Yes,
lapel
I like
mics.
that.
And
Never mind. We love Coco. We're coming.
I love Coco,
We're
too.
coming.
we're coming for some cocoa.
Look, college is not a place for you to be protected. Although you should be protected against active shooters, against rapists.
That's a whole other protection.
We covered the swimmer bitch
Yeah.
that raped the girl when she was unconscious. That's what you should be protected from. You should be protected from active shooters like happened at Ohio State a few weeks ago. What you should not be protected from is real fucking life. College students, pull up your pants, put on your big boy or your big girl panties, and learn what life is about. Because I guarantee you this, the first job interview that says no, your mom's not going to come in and tell you that, oh, little Johnny should get this job because he just loves it so much. Fuck you.
Apparently that does happen these days.
Yeah, it does. It does actually happen.
It's unfortunate.
Speaking of which,
Go ahead.
going into 2017, the next thing that you guys can help yourselves do and help the world do, stop eating fast food, you fatties.
Wait,
Seriously.
no, I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
Stop
I'm triggered.
eating fast food, you fatties.
Because if Popeye shut down tomorrow nationwide, I'd be the most angry, belligerent bitch you've ever known.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
Thank you, Eddie. Fist pump right here.
All right, you guys can keep your Popeyes.
All right.
That's it, though.
Popeyes
Come on.
is it.
You know
I'm
what?
so sick and tired
Popeyes
of
is my
McDonald's.
safe space.
I'm so sick and
You
tired
don't
of
have to eat
Burger
there every
King
day.
and Wendy's and all this KFC and Taco Hell, all this crap out there. You guys realize the reason why your guys' fucking digestive system is garbage? Because you fucking put garbage in you.
I'll buy it.
Let me put this way. Do you know what grade A fucking Taco Bell meat is? It's C, people. Grade C. Now, put this in perspective. That means there's 2 other grades above Taco Bell meat that you pleasantly supply into your gut on a Thursday night when you're fucking drunk and debauched.
Okay,
It's grading on a curve.
Okay, it's
There's only
great.
one way I can put this. You got 3 concert tickets in front of you. Okay? No offense to Eddie, because I know he's a big Kanye guy. But there's Kiss, a proven commodity. We'll call them grade A. And underneath them, you have Poison, grade B. Would you not?
I would go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And underneath that, you have Enough's Enough. That's grade C. So you have a choice every day of your life. You can have.
I'm not
grade
going
A.
to see enough. That's
Exactly.
the point. I don't give a fuck if the ticket's free. I ain't going to see enough.
Unfortunately, sometimes they're packaged with a bunch of other bands, and you have to sit through that 30 minutes of bullshit. But you have a choice every day of your life. I agree with that.
You don't have to. I mean,
Everybody
others
could probably eat a little less.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just saying.
Because fast
There's
food,
a lot of
fast food used to be a thing. Like you got all the kids together, and you're like, "Hey guys, let's go get a movie and go to fucking
right
Popeyes."
Now
or
it's
KFC.
becoming
Yeah.
a goddamn
That's a
meal.
problem.
It's literally becoming dinner.
Look,
it's literally becoming lunch.
I'm with you.
It's
Every once in a blue moon, it's okay to bring home the bucket of chicken from KFC and have.
that's a treat. That's a
oh,
treat.
Thank you for saying that word. That is awesome.
And there's nothing
It is
wrong with a
treat.
treat. If we're eating fast food every day, that's not a treat. And that's my point.
You're basically killing yourself.
Right, that's my point.
And if you
treat
allow
yourself every once in a while,
Right.
don't eat it every fucking
And
day.
if you allow your children to say, "Oh, you know what? I'm just not really into the great pork roast you made. I want to go to fucking McDonald's and get nuggets." You're killing your kids too.
yeah, exactly.
Fantastic point. Well-
I blame the end of video rental stores. It was that combination of like, hey, let's grab a bucket of chicken and rent a movie, and
It was a treat.
Yeah.
It really was.
Now it's like let's grab a bucket of chicken and order 99-cent rental on Amazon.
But you can do that through www.lokinjabroni.com and click our
you
Amazon link. See, Ed, you just killed off all our patronage. Anyway, I want to say for 2017, I want everybody to try to be a better person than you were in 2016. I want you to end your squabbles. I want you to forgive. I want you to do nice by others. Look, if you walk into a store which doesn't have automatic doors, and I know that it's going by the way of the dodo bird now, but if there's a door you actually have to pull, hold the door for somebody else. I want you to read more. Like Jen said earlier, I want you to Facebook less. I want you guys to get in touch with who you are, who your family is, who the person sitting next to you is, or across from you, in Ed's case, as I'm sitting here right now. I want you to be in touch with that person because I may not agree with everything Ed says. I may not agree with everything Mike says, but at the end of the day, I respect their opinions. And I say opinions because none of us are equipped with 100% of the fact. Now, if you have a disagreement, talk about it. Let's have open dialogue. Isn't that the greatest thing in the world? We are the only, if I'm doing my math right, and I'm not a fucking scientist, we're the only species in the world that can actually talk and respond and understand and all this bullshit. I know there's studies that say, well, dogs can understand this. I'm not a fucking scientist. What I'm saying is, Mike can say to me, I like grape jelly, and I can say, well, I like strawberry jelly. Well, tell me why grape jelly is better, and I'll tell you why strawberry jelly is better, and at the end we'll go, all right, I see your point. Let's stop living in this bubble that whatever I think is fucking correct.
Except for orange marmalade. Don't trust those motherfuckers
I don't
at
know.
all.
Love me
I
some
don't-
orange marmalade.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
When I see those little packets on the table at like Waffle House or some shit, that's the first one I go for. Orange fucking marmalade.
Orange
Goes
marmalade.
great on an English muffin.
All right.
Love it.
So my last point, heading into your survival kit for 2017.
You better come up with another one because I got two.
Oh, okay, because I thought we were
I
getting...
can throw one in too. I got one.
Okay, I was going to say because we got...
We'll let
All right.
Ed talk.
I've been doing this actually towards the end of 2016, and I really, really liked how it was going lately. We just ended up, obviously, last night, Christmas, doing it as well. Get together with your compadres, your amigos, your family, your peeps, at least once a month.
Great.
Go to their house, chill together, get a date night, get a rock band night, get a whatever it's got to be, a
Karaoke
poker
night.
night, a karaoke night. Get with your people, fuck the world, hang out, laugh, have a fucking hell of a time, and just whatever the fuck is bothering you, whatever the fuck is on your mind that day, just let it go. Enjoy the company of the people that you're with.
There was something special in the last couple weeks with my birthday and Christmas being so close together. Having so many get-togethers where it really did, like what you said, it fed my soul. It was like I got to spend time with people I cared about, regardless of if I wanted to punch Eddie in the face that night or not. If I go to oh, here we go. He's trigger. I knew that was coming. Regardless of if I went to somebody's house and my football team lost that day, it was just about being around people that I cared about and people that that fed my soul. And I'm glad you brought that up because the football outings, the Christmas outing, Thanksgiving here at Valhalla, fantastic. It really did. It fed my soul. It made me believe that there still is, and I'll go back to my point, common human decency left in this world.
And that's what we need, man.
Absolutely.
What you got?
I want you guys to be charitable in 2017. I want you to volunteer to do something for someone less fortunate. I want you to donate if you can, whether it's to the American Cancer Society.
Doesn't have to be money, people. It can be time.
Yes. Do something.
Time
And
is
now
one of the
in
most
my
valuable
notes, and I'm
commodities.
gonna pass this over. It says do something.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do. Do something for someone less fortunate. Look, we don't make $1 million. A lot of us live paycheck to paycheck. But if you got a
Very
little
much
extra
so.
and you see, I know only at Christmas time, from Thanksgiving to Christmas, he's a Salvation Army guy and he's dinging the bell and he's doing the thing. And trust me, I'm dumping. I hate having change in my pocket. I dump all the change I've got into that bin everywhere I go. Sometimes it's paper money. I know it makes the kids feel great, whether it's Madison or Emma, to here's $1. Go dump it into the thing, and their faces beam. Do something nice for someone else. I don't care what it is. Do something nice for someone that doesn't expect it, because tomorrow is not guaranteed, as we learned yesterday with George Michael. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Do something nice today. So if you go tomorrow, that's your legacy. That's part of your legacy. He did something nice for someone that didn't expect it and deserved it.
Yeah, it is kind of, I always, I got a couple friends that are born on Christmas. Sean
That
Metcalf.
sucks. Medi.
Yeah,
Love you guys.
Alan White, born on Christmas. They're Christmas babies. And I you kind of like, man, what's worse than that?
Being born too late.
Dying on Christmas, actually, if you really think about it. That's,
All right, I was going to say
that's kind of a shitty thing. That's like, I had a great Christmas. I think everybody here at the table pretty much had a good Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So imagine taking all that joy and just being like, hey, that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. Bye-bye.
I'm going to add a quick caveat to that.
Pretty shitty, right?
Unless you're Mike Smith, combination gifts, if you're a December baby, is not acceptable. Done. I can't take it. I didn't ask.
Mine were worth it, though.
I'm very much looking forward to it. All I know is, look, I wasn't asked to be born in December, but there's a great
happens.
There's a great story that goes back to my youth, and I'll tell it now. Is my brother was born in April, and we had a birthday party for my brother, and there was this fantastic gift. And he opened it, and it was from this one particular family member. And great, now we go to Christmas, and he gets another fantastic, wonderful gift, and I get one. And it's like, well, this is your combination birthday and Christmas gift. And I won't say how old I was. But what I will say is I looked at that particular family member. I said, I got a question for you. Matt got this fantastic thing 9 months ago, and I'm getting this one little schnabitz. How come he gets two and I get one? Well, you're born so close to Christmas. I'm like, I didn't ask for this. And as soon as I said I didn't ask for this, I got a backhand across the mouth, which obviously was not a trigger. I took it in stride because...
Well, it was a trigger for her backhanded you.
obviously, for that moment in time, it was a trigger, but... People don't ask to be born when they're born.
No, absolutely.
It's natural.
Absolutely.
It happens.
And it sucks.
Don't cheat. Don't fucking shortchange the December babies.
But they really do.
I have a theory
really
about that.
Go ahead.
I have a theory about that. I think parents get pissed when you say that because it's like, fuck you, she told me she was on the pill. Whack.
It could be.
That's my theory.
Could very well be. I agree.
You
with
weren't
that.
even supposed to be born.
Do you have a little vocal form
Yeah.
heading into 2017, man, to add to their survival list?
Oh God, so many. All right, first of all, taxation is theft. No, I'm joking.
You can say that.
Stop. We need to stop grouping people. Like it drives me nuts. Like people get grouped. Like, okay, you're white.
Are you saying
cisgender.
labels?
We've had
Yeah,
we've been grouping for years, though, man. We had the jocks, the nerds.
What I mean is, like, you group people. People get grouped with people that aren't here anymore or generations away, and you're guilty by association. That is a huge problem.
I can see that.
Okay, you're a white cisgendered male. You're the reason for everything that's wrong in the country and nothing that's good. That happens so much, and the particularly the younger people
Unfortunately,
really
there's
adopted
absolutely no there's no justification beside that
Sometimes
statement.
I'll
at
agree
all.
with that. I'll agree with that, but sometimes there is.
Well, I mean, you could say what? Okay, so let's say 35% of white American males are trash. They're absolute nothing to society. They contribute nothing to society. They're garbage. You know what I'm saying?
I'll buy that, and I'll take that 35%, and I'll break it in half. 18% of those white males that aren't anything are trying to be something they're not. The guys, here we go. I'm going to build another 10 feet to the wall. Let's say you're
80 feet now, right?
It's up to 80 feet. Now here comes 90. Oh, great, because this is episode 90.
Nice. Yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
Be yourself. Don't be what you think you want to be. Because for every white guy I see that wants to be Kanye West or whatever, there's a guy inside him going, it's a pose. It's a pose because this is what the chicks want. This is what I think is cool. This is this. Just find what you think is cool. I don't care if you wear gold chains. I don't care if you wear a leather jacket in the fucking sweltering heat in the summertime. I don't care if you grow your hair to your ass. I really don't. Be yourself. Don't be what you think people want to see out of you.
Exactly.
Is that close to what you were going to?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of far away from what I was saying, though.
Okay, so bring us back. Kid, bring us back.
That was kind of far away from what I was saying. Basically, I had nothing to do with the way things were done prior to me being born.
Of course you didn't.
So to group me with those same people is intellectually dishonest.
So agreed.
It doesn't help anything.
So agreed.
And it happens a lot now. You know, like perfect people who say things like, "Oh, maybe you like Donald Trump because you like white supremacist patriarchy."
Can I stop you real quick? Just look, because I had a lot of conversation with some Trump supporters in the last 3 weeks.
Right.
And I asked them point blank, why?
Yeah.
The biggest answer, not the biggest answer, the answer I heard most often was something I said 2 years ago before Trump even threw his hat in the ring was the country but it would be great if the country was run like a business where profit and loss meant something. And to have a surplus is a good thing. To have a deficit is a bad thing. And maybe a businessman could do it. And I said, so why Trump? Because, let's be honest, he's got just as many failures as he has successes. He's not, he basically he's batting 500. He's not way up here on the chain or whatever.
That as an example. Like, it just,
no, and that's a great point.
You know,
I'm glad you brought that up.
No, like, probably a better example would have been like, you didn't want to support Hillary because she was a woman and you support the age-long patriarchy or something like that. Like, well, you get grouped into a race or a heterogenome, whatever. Therefore, your opinion shouldn't matter. You shouldn't. We need to stop grouping people. You know, like, this group is privileged. This group is oppressed. This group is this. We need to stop doing that. People need to stop doing that.
I agree.
If someone did you wrong, tell me who that was, and we'll fight them together. If someone did you wrong, show me who that is. We'll fight them together. But don't say
or instead of
fighting
them together, show them why they're wrong.
Well,
I'll buy that.
Or don't just say things are bad for me because of this group. I can't do anything about a group.
And I love the point, but at the same time, there are some people who will sit on a fence and say, I just don't want to be involved. Well, if somebody,
you're always going to have those people, bro.
Somebody does
always going to have those people.
Agreed. And if somebody does you wrong, and like you're saying, show me those people, and I'll stand behind you.
Show me the law.
If we can,
show me the group.
Look, we're always going to have those people. If we can get at least say a 10% turnaround of people that just change their attitude, Like I said, that stone, that ripple in the water, man, that first initial push, if you get that going, then people will start following.
I agree with
like,
that.
There's a lot of.
That's why we do what we do.
There's a lot of people that they'll be like, "Oh, we are getting the shaft," and then you'd be like, "Well, are you getting the shaft?" Well, no, but we are getting the shaft.
But we are, yeah, we
like,
in general.
Well, who's we?
When
the
you
general
start-
public?
I had an employer used to say that to me a lot. Whenever you walk up to him and be like, "Well, they told us this," you'd be like, "Who's they? Tell me who they is. Don't tell me
Right.
who they is.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm agreeing with you.
Show me who is hurting you, and I'll fight it with you."
All right, I'm gonna throw a caveat out
But-
there. I have to because I went through something very similar. You can show everybody everything in black and white, and they still ride the fence.
You know what? The people that ride the fence don't want to get involved, that are happy just being able to go to work, go to a bar, watch a game, drink a beer. I have no problem with those people.
Nor do I.
Because at least here's the thing: maybe they're not doing stuff to help other people, but they're not causing any problems either. They're not part of it.
I can say
So,
about 90% of the people were like that. Yeah.
I'm not about grabbing random people and be like, "You need to get involved." No, like
Right.
you need to take care of your family.
Right.
You need to take care of yourself. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't help other people.
Exactly.
Great point.
Just like if you can't love yourself, you can't love.
There's
somebody
lots
else.
of losers with good intentions, Bernie Sanders. But
That was a shot at you, dude.
no, I didn't shot at Bernie Sanders.
I thought it was a shot at him.
Did you say you did? Yeah. It was,
Okay, I thought it was a
Fucking
shot at you.
asshole.
I thought it was a shot at you. See, when I'm wrong, I say it.
If it was a shot at him, I'd say it was him. He's
Not a lot of you motherfuckers can say
Real-
that, but I'm going to do it
Get
right
my
now.
damn list.
real friends
I
stab
was
you in
wrong.
the front.
Right. I got one last one. Guys, in 2017, try new things. If Ed comes to me in 2017 and says, "Here, I'd like you to listen to the Kanye album," I'm going to listen to it. If you want me to try a food I've never tried before, see, here we go. We got it's Eddie. Never mind. I was going to say we got people yelling shit out like it's a Jerry Springer show. Right. Try something new. There's a food you don't like, or you haven't tried it, or you think you don't like it because the way it looks, the way it sounds, the way somebody told you it was. Try
Octopus
something
is
new.
actually pretty good.
Absolutely. So is a lot of other things I can't. You know what? I tried not too long ago for the first time was shrimps. I've never been a fan of
What was
shrimps.
that thing we used to eat back in the day?
Pussy.
Pussy. That's what it was.
Wow. Here we go. I know a lot of people that will say, "Oh, my friend told me that sushi is disgusting. Have you eaten it?" No. Fucking put it in your mouth, motherfucker.
You got to try some tempura then, because that's steak wrapped up with no fish
Right.
at all. Like,
Tempura
tried
is
to-
awesome.
Ed has tried to
Exactly.
extol the virtues of vodka. I've tried vodka. I have bad experiences. I won't drink vodka.
I do too.
No, sir. Thank you. But I've tried it, and that's the difference. If you haven't tried it, you know fuck all about. And that goes for food. It goes for music. It goes for books. It goes for movies. It goes for, I don't know, taking a walk, going hiking, mountain biking, whatever. Try something new this year. Do something you never thought you would do. If you're scared of heights like I am, try bungee jumping. Try skydiving. Try something you've never
try
tried.
repelling.
There you go. I've done that.
That's fun.
Try something. See, here we go. We got people screaming like it's a Jerry Springer show all over again. Come over here and get on the mic because this Jerry Springer stuff is killing me. Here comes Lady J. She just walked in.
I said, how about on a rainy night, you remember that a lady lives here, and she's coming home with her child in the rain, and she's going to carry stuff from her car from the bottom of the hill because all three of you took up my fucking driveway.
Nobody told us that. The markers weren't out there, and we cannot be blamed. Thank you.
I thought she was already here.
So did I. It's Monday. You usually have Monday off. Don't yell out like the Jerry Springer show. That's all I'm asking. Okay. Fair enough.
So hit that music.
And
I love it.
it's fucking gorgeous.
They're all. Look at the hair.
Look at the hair. I was just going to say that. Look at the hair. Especially Joey Tempest. Not our hair, but I'm saying Joey Tempest had the best head of hair.
Back then, absolutely.
It was down between him, Brett Michaels, and David Coverdale. They all had great hair.
Brett Michaels had some great hair. All right, so obviously I've been doing a little homework on the side, and I'm going to be making my own T-shirts, as it will. So it's a process that we're going to be working on very soon. And that being said, we're going to be able to create our very own, and from there, obviously, you know where we're going to be. So what I decided was, just for the fun of it, I came up with a top 10 list of T-shirts that women would probably make.
Oh, my God.
Their little slogans right here across their breast assists.
All of a sudden, I'm watching the numbers fall on Facebook. Right now.
This is why.
Trigger!
This is why I'm me right here. I'm not going to do an honorable mention because I'll probably get really murdered for just these 10.
You're probably going to get murdered.
So here we go. Number 10. All stressed out and nobody to choke.
Wow.
Can you see that? You
I
see
can
that right
see that,
there?
yeah.
Right there across the breast assist. All stressed out, nobody
on
to
the
choke.
breastises.
Number 9. Warning. I have an attitude and I know how to use it.
Fantastic.
You can absolutely see that on a T-shirt, right?
Fantastic.
Number 8. I'm busy. You're ugly. Have a nice day.
Wow.
That happened when I asked a girl out once. Like,
See? It's right there. And it'll be right there on the shirt, so you can't say nothing. Number 7. I used to be schizophrenic, but we're okay now.
Okay. That's every woman ever in the history of ever.
I told you.
I just put 10 feet on the wall. We're up to 100 feet.
These are women T-shirts right
Some bitch.
I'm gonna have to make this
Number
trigger
6. Number 6. Your point is?
Okay, stop. Time out. Offsides. Clipping. I'm saying it now. He puts the trigger back up.
Donkey.
Guys, it doesn't matter how many times you have fact. You could have a handwritten letter from Jesus stamped by God, delivered by Moses himself. If a woman thinks you're wrong, you're basically fucking wrong, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hence your point is.
I got you.
Right across the breast.
And that's
assist.
why I said what I said.
Number 5. I think we've heard this quite a few times. Please, don't make me kill you.
Oh, twice.
A few times.
Twice.
A few times.
For me.
Number 4. Why do people with closed minds always open their mouths?
I got answers to that, but I cannot say it out loud. Because then I'll have the wall just keep going.
Number 3 is my personal favorite.
Number 3.
And I would make it myself.
Good.
Next mood swing in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, the trigger's getting bigger. Oh, shit.
Right there.
Look at us go. We need a T-shirt of the trigger warning.
Right there.
Right.
Number 2, I don't believe in miracles. I rely on them.
Oh, God. Please kill us now. Just please kill us. I can't do it.
And number 1, the number 1 thing that a woman would make if she was in charge of the T-shirt operation is... Guys have feelings too, but, like, who cares?
Wow. I can't even fucking... Oh, my God. Wow.
You know?
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say to that.
I say that was fucking fabulous, is what I say.
As a male, I agree with you. As someone who wants to go home and not die, yeah. That's all I got to say.
I've been quiet the whole time. I was like, this is all low-key.
I know it is. Yeah. So, guys, listen. Go ahead. Put it out there.
I'm giving it to you.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. I can do. I can do one thing. There's actually one person in the history of our podcast who could say the things that you said. I don't know how. I don't know why. I just know that this man has the ability to say whatever he wants.
Tom Brady could do that. Tom Brady could do that.
2016, what aren't you going to miss?
What am I not going to miss about 2016? I'm not going to miss about basically the continued wussification of America. I'm not going to miss the deaths that we've had to endure. David Bowie, Prince, Florence Henderson, George Michael, the great icons of our world. I'm not going to miss the election.
I'm not going to miss talking about the deflated balls of Tom Brady.
Okay.
Now that he's finally, the suspension's been solved and everything is done, we don't have to hear that crap no more. So I'm excited about that.
We got room for another question.
You know what I'm not going to miss?
Go ahead.
I'm really not going to miss everybody. Kind of goes what you said about the election. I'm not going to miss everybody fighting over the election. The little pissing contest over who someone's going to vote for. Either you're with her, you're not. Jesus Christ.
In-house guest Jim Bissett was just live online. No, you missed it, bro. You had to see it.
It looked like you were snorting.
Oh, my God. It looked like you were going with the Nikki Sixx diet. Don't worry.
You weren't sharing.
Don't worry. Nobody watches us anyway. It's a nebulizer. We get it. It's a nebulizer. You have asthma.
Oh, that's so funny.
I looked over and Ed had switched the camera, and there you were. You're a good-looking, you're a powerful and attractive man, and people love you.
Folks,
People
www.patreon.com/Loki and Jabroni so we can get a studio where our friends don't do coke on the bar.
He wasn't doing coke. Stop. I'm looking at him now.
Nebulizing on the bar.
He had his puffer. I'm looking at him right now. It's the orange gimmick. No, it's
not this one.
This will be edited. Oh, he's triggered. Get the thing. He's got it. He's triggered. Oh, shit. We're in trouble. Trigger warning. All right, listen, guys. If I can impart, go around the table. I'll start. My wish for you for 2017 is to be happy, to be healthy, to just embrace your family, embrace your friends. Understand that loyalty means a lot in this world, and if people are loyal to you, you should be loyal to them. And in the end, anger is something you need to get rid of. That's my take, and that's my opinion. Mike, go ahead.
2017, slow down and smell your balls.
Wow. I do that every day. I mean, I'm not as limber as I used to be. Sometimes I have to do but yeah.
That's funny. I can smell them from here.
That's only because I had them in your face.
All right, well, I'll go on that a little bit for you because you seem confused. I honestly don't know why. It's a very simple term. If you're walking along and you happen to finger your balls and they smell, then take a shower.
Right.
If you are walking along and you happen to finger your balls and they smell rosy, then obviously you're doing good. You just had a shower. If you are hopping along and you happen to smell your balls and it smells like sex, then you just had a great night. Let's keep it at that, folks.
That's your advice for 2017?
Folks,
yeah. Be happy. There's a
certain celebrity that didn't wash their balls, and then the next day they were dead.
They fell off. Fell off, dude.
Why do I have Harambe right now?
Because he didn't wash his balls, and now he's fucking dead.
He licked them. He was good. Horse shit. And I'm not even going to hit the button.
No, my big thing is just listen to our list.
Right.
My thing is buy my book.
2016 was a great year for all of us. Our first full calendar year as a podcast. Thank you guys, collectively, both of you, for making this year as exciting as it was.
Absolutely.
We had some great stuff go on this year. With the
affiliate links.
Exactly.
We
the
have
website.
a website. We got the cancel links. We had.
It's becoming a real business.
Yeah, we had our first official.
It's no longer a hobby, bitches.
Wrestling.
Constitution State Wrestling.
Well, I was going to say when we were the actual commentators of the wrestling event.
It was Constitution. Yep.
It was just a great thing. It was a good thing to be a part of. Everything else that we've been a part of thus far, it's.
As far as 2016 is concerned, I want to thank Joe Laurinaitis, Nathan Hunt, Mike Riccardi, Jen, Angela, anybody who's contributed, any guest we've had, and your names escape me right now, and I apologize for that, but thank you for a great 2016. The world may not have had a great 2016. The Loki and Jabroni Show did. And we continue.
It's only going to get better.
It's only going to get better. And
help us out with the affiliate links. Go to that Patreon. Make sure you leave those donations if you can. If you can't, share it. Just pass that stuff along like an STD, please. That's all I ask.
Can I just throw something too? I just want to say, I'm only getting the show involved with really good products. Seriously, I'm only picking the really good products. If it's garbage, not
we don't want it. We don't want it.
I would love Harry's or Dollar Shave Club. I would love WWE. I would love UFC. I would love anything that we can link ourselves to, that we talk about, that we can relate to. God only knows if Zest had a link. I use the Zest body wash. That'd be a great affiliate.
I didn't look it up. But.
Okay, well, now you're on it.
Go to the website, though. Sign up for the mailing list. And if we get enough people sign up for the mailing list, we're going to start to do raffles. We're going to get some raffles done. And we're going to give away some great stuff. Mike's about to start making some great stuff.
Yeah.
We got affiliates. We could probably get some great stuff from.
With the affiliate links, we have some great affiliate links. We have the new wine and rack, right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're working on that one right now.
But if you're in the market for a great beer or wine cooler, go to the website. Check out King Fridge.
I'll have you look that up. If you have ideas,
stop by. Go down there. They got
right
great
on the website.
beer and wine coolers. Working on something with a beer and wine club. We talk about beer all the time.
We drink it right here on the
Of
show.
course.
One thing we're
consume
constantly talking about is movies. So go to Fandango, buy some tickets, buy some gift certificates, stream some movies, have a great time.
Once again, all these websites you go to, there's no hidden fees, there's no extra charges. It's the same shopping you would do independent of us. And all you have to do is do the same shopping you would do at all these websites, and they kick back just a little bit to us. I have a special announcement to make. It just came through on my text message gimmick. Listeners of the show is Stacy and Kenny Stevens. We've had them here at the Valhalla Entertainment Complex. Their baby just arrived. Baby Gage is finally
about time,
here.
right?
Yes, it's been a week. You've been following.
I have been, yes.
Baby Gage is finally here. I don't know the stats. All I know is that Baby Gage is finally here. Congratulations, Kenny and Stacy. Wow. Just fucking wow. And I can't wait to...
Way to end the year.
I know.
One thing, not to end on a downer, but I need to do a shout-out. A guy I worked with, his name was Robert Dana. He passed away suddenly last week. Sleeping in his chair. His landlord found him. Nobody knows why. It just happened. Just all I'm saying is take every day like it could be your last, because it could be. He wasn't an old guy at all.
That was something
by
that
imagination.
One of the first times you were over here, I said something is tomorrow's not guaranteed. Do something nice. Be positive to each other, guys. And I think we said it in the list. Write it down, man. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Just
smell your balls daily.
Well,
change your underwear.
That and just
chop some wood.
Be cool to each other, guys. Seriously.
Be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.
I don't think we can say that.
We're the Wayne's World of podcasting. That we can do whatever we want.
I just did. And if Bill and Ted has a problem with that, I'll teabag them.
Oh God.
And Keanu Reeves, if you're listening,
where's
the fucking sequel, bro?
Send us a check.
Where's the sequel, bro?
I think we'll do it for you.
We'll do it for you.
Right?
All
What's
right,
this
guys.
John Wick stuff, man?
Bring on 2017. I hope that this year is going to be good for you as it's going to be for us.
Absolutely. We love you guys.